Let's look at the most common misconceptions of the samurai, the top ones. But if you would like to support me, get yourself a copy of the Book of Bushido. Getting yourself a copy of this really helps this channel. Okay, myth number 1, that the samurai followed a code like Bushido. This is not actually true. There is no one single code which the samurai followed. The only time it comes together as a single code is after the samurai finish. The second of the misconceptions is the idea that Bushido didn't exist. I know I've just said it didn't exist, but it didn't exist as a single code up until the 20th century. It did, however, exist as a term, a word. It did have variations on that word, and there was a loose set of morals that samurai would follow. So Bushido is both new and old. The original version was not unified. However, there was a genuine or general consensus of what a samurai could and could not do within his honor code. There's also the idea that samurai could only train in one school, that once you signed your oath to that school, that's it, that's all you could train in. This is not true. Samurai could do many different schools, but they could only do one sword school, one spear school, one archery school, etc. But they could multi-train. The next idea is that samurai don't retreat in battle, they fight to the death. This is absolute nonsense. They totally retreated in battle. We have plenty of examples of this. They also heavily used skirmish tactics and withdrawal tactics. They had entire ways to withdraw. There was only a few clans who would refuse to turn around and leave. However, whether they did or didn't is up for debate. The next idea is that samurai committed suicide after they had been defeated. And they did this all the time. This is not true. Otherwise, you wouldn't have such a thing as Ronin, where they'd lost their lord, the side had been defeated, they'd been upheaval. Only a few people committed suicide, the loss of their lord. The percentage of the clan was very small that actually died. If every samurai who, lost their lord committed seppuku, there would be no samurai left. Every time a lord died, an entire clan would die. It's a ridiculous idea. The next idea is that Shuriken are a weapon of the ninja, a secret weapon of the ninja that the samurai wouldn't use because it was dishonorable. This is totally not true. The Shuriken, mainly in spike form, are absolutely a samurai weapon. They're used in kenjutsu schools to create a distraction so that you can attack your opponent. They were only later connected to the ninja in about the 20th century. The next idea is that samurai did not like guns. You go and ask that to the YouTube channel Gun Samurai, give them a follow. Basically, samurai loved guns. They were one of the biggest users of guns in the world at the time, and their major battles were won using guns, not katana. So the katana is not the primary weapon of the samurai. It was the spear, but then it became the gun. This leads us into the katana. It is not true that the katana is the soul of the samurai. For at least 500 years of samurai history, anybody could have used a katana, and mostly samurai used tachi. It's only later that the katana was connected mainly to the samurai and that they used it as a symbol of office. Their actual love was for the bow and the spear. Even in later times, the bow and the spear were still held as a position of office. Many people believe that the samurai fought honorably. It was one-on-one, and they announced themselves first and fought to the death, and it's very honourable. Actually, most of the time there was gang violence within samurai culture, multiple opponents, projectile weapons, trickery, murder, and all the likes. Yes, there was some prestige in being able to beat your opponent single-handedly, but it was not necessary for you to do. A final misconception is that the samurai were only located in Japan. First of all, there were non-Japanese samurai, but on the whole, most samurai were Japanese. But the Japanese also fought all over mainland Asia, Southeast Asia, Korea, China. They were a fighting force all over that part of the world. It's only in the 17th century that they cut themselves off from the rest of the world. Okay guys, this is our monthly videos, and they're being done in association with Tadagenji, Sengoku Studies and the Shogunate, and it'll be put in the playlist. So make sure you search up Tadagenji, Shogunate Studies and the Mighty Shogunate, and we'll all be doing this month misconceptions, but there's plenty of other videos inside the playlist, so click the next video. And guys, another way you can support this channel is get a copy of this is my new book, The Ultimate Unofficial Guide to Tolkien's World by Antony Cummins. This, although not samurai history, is very much in the realm of people who like samurai. It breaks down all of Tolkien's story from beginning to end. Get yourself a copy. It's on pre-order for Amazon now, but it should be out very soon, so get yourself over there, pre-order it and help me out and keep supporting this channel.